Will Smith has been in the news a lot the last year.
No.
Mostly for the wrong reasons, but he's had this film that everybody was very excited about that he did with director Antoine Fuqua, who I adore Antoine Fuqua.
Dude.
And it's called Emancipation, based loosely around a still photograph, an old black and white still photograph. And there was a big bidding war for it. I think it was Apple TV was the ones who won it. They made it. Now, the speculation has been, they've always seen this as a potential Oscar darling film. But with the events of the last Oscars and Will Smith and all that kind of stuff, the question has been, will Apple TV release it during this Oscar season? Or will they put it on a shelf until next year? And I'll be honest with you. I honestly thought the smart money was saying that Apple would push it into 2023 at some point. But no, Apple has decided they're going to put it in this year's Oscar season, as Emancipation now has a release date for this December. It's coming out, and they launched the first trailer for it. And after watching the trailer for it and seeing the release date, I got a couple of thoughts. Number one, I can't believe how good this movie looks.
I know.
I mean, take Will Smith out of it. Take the name Antoine Fuqua off of it. Just look at this trailer for the nature of the trailer. Listen for Lincoln's cannons. Like, this trailer is fantastic. It's one of those trailers where it ends and I'm like, where can I watch this movie right now? I want to watch this movie right now. So there's that. I think it looks incredible. And you know what? Go for it. Go for it. Put it out this Oscar season, see what you can get. I'll tell you what they won't get. They won't get a Best Oscar nomination. Because I don't think the members of the Academy, under any circumstances, are probably going to allow Will Smith to get that. But that doesn't mean this movie can't be an Oscar darling in almost every other category. I think it was, after seeing the trailer, you know what? I probably would have waited to 2023, but after seeing this trailer, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you put this out, and you put this out now. And if you're Will Smith, I mean, what do we always say? Winning cures everything. If you're Will Smith and you put this movie out now, and it's as good as it looks, that's going to do a lot for you. Anyway, you heard about the release date announcement and the trailer. What did you think?
I read something interesting that they said if we delayed it a year, the conversation would still be around the slap.
And they're not wrong.
It doesn't matter how long it is. I look at it this way, John. You know what? What Will Smith did was not good, but it was in full view of the world.
That's some in-depth commentary there, Rob.
It was
heavy analysis.
But it was in full view of the world.
Yes, it was.
And it wasn't like
publicly humiliated the Academy as well.
Everybody, it was just humiliating all the way around. But it's like, in a way, the fact that we saw it and it had all this commentary and all that, I'm like, let Will Smith get back to doing what Will Smith does. If we as a society are going to pillory people for the rest of their days, who are we? I mean, he's apologized. I can't even imagine what his life has been like, and it happened. You've got to be able to move on. We have to be able to address these things. And if Will Smith has made a movie that is like this, and I'm not saying this absolves him. I don't believe in being absolved necessarily of your sins. You have to recognize your sins. That's one of the great things about the High Holy Days and when you're Jewish, Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. You don't get forgiven. You have to go before God and say, I did this. I effed up. Maybe you shouldn't say effed up to God, but you know what I mean? And it's you have to recognize it, and you are not absolved. You are not absolved. And I think that Will Smith moves on. What are you going to do? This film, the man's an actor. He spent his life in entertainment. I can't imagine what he went through. And this movie, is the world better with this movie in it?
Yeah, it is.
I think it is too.
Yeah. And here, look, we talked about this before. Look, do I believe Will Smith needed to be held accountable for what he did?
Of course.
Absolutely he did. But what has happened in the meantime? He's been publicly humiliated. He's lost tens of millions of dollars out of potential deals and things like that. His marriage itself has been made the object of public mockery and ridicule. He's endured the type of stuff that a lot of us will never have to go through in our lives. And did he deserve it? He brought it on himself.
Yep.
But guess what? I think at some point you say, okay, enough. He didn't shoot somebody in the face, right? He didn't, steal money from orphans. He went up and he slapped another man, and he shouldn't have done it, and he needed repercussions, but he got the repercussions. And at some point we have to say, okay, enough's enough. Let's now move forward. And with them releasing this in December, I think that's them saying this. Anyway, guys, questions for you. What do you think? Have you seen the trailer for Emancipation? I think it looks remarkable. What do you think about Apple's decision to roll the dice and put it out in this Oscar season instead of waiting for the next one? It's intriguing. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and leave your thoughts there. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Amazon Pharmacy. I don't know about you, but when I need to go to the drugstore, I always seem to wait till the last minute, hoping that they'll be open, or I get stuck in a line, or both. And that's why I love Amazon Pharmacy. Yes, that Amazon. Amazon Pharmacy delivers a better pharmacy experience that delivers directly to your door and works with most insurance plans. Amazon Pharmacy helps you save time, save money, and stay healthy. They have transparent pricing, so you know what you'll pay before you pay it. That is clutch. As an added bonus, Prime members can save up to 80% on their prescriptions. And like I mentioned earlier, Amazon Pharmacy works with most insurance plans. And if you ever have any questions or problems, real pharmacists are always available at Amazon Pharmacy, no matter the time of day or night. A pharmacy that works for your life, with meds delivered to your door. It doesn't get any better than that. Switch to Amazon Pharmacy and save time, save money, and stay healthy. Learn more at amazon.com/Campea. That's amazon.com/Campea. Average savings based on usage and Inside RX data as compared to cash prices. Average savings for all generics are 78%, 37% for select brand medications. Restrictions apply.